watching the 89th Annual Academy Awards last night, and after looking at all the winners from the nominations, I realized that I got 19 of those correct. Now, I'm not trying to brag saying that I know everything about the Oscars and that everyone else's predictions was wrong. I'm just saying that, I think, it's interesting how predictable the Academy can be at points. Like, for example, the acting categories. I mean, not to say that any of those performances were terrible. No, they were all great. It's just, they won just like I expected. Same with the writing categories. Yeah, now I'm not going to go over every single category, really, because that would take forever. And it would get itself kind of repetitive. Just if you really want to match up, like, the categories to what actually won, go watch my predictions video. And also the description about that too. The only category I didn't cover was Best Documentary Short Film. The reason why was I didn't see really any of the nominations, and I didn't think, I'd have a great understanding about it. So yeah, so anyhow, and plus there was not really that big of a deal to most people. So anyhow, the categories that really surprised me were, first of all, editing. I thought that would go to La La Land, but turns out Hacksaw Ridge got it, which is good for Hacksaw Ridge, honestly. They did a great job. Makeup and hairstyling. Yeah, I didn't expect Suicide Squad to win it. Now, am I upset that Suicide Squad won it? Not really, because they did a great job in makeup. But yeah, that was a surprise. Also, costume design really surprised me, was because, I honestly thought that La La Land would get it. I mean, Jackie would get it, or La La Land for that matter, but mainly Jackie. But it turns out Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them got it. So again, they did a pretty good job too. And also, congratulations to Kevin O'Connell for finally winning an Oscar after 21 nominations without a win for sound mixing on the film Hacksaw Ridge. Like, really good for him. Hopefully he gets more work. I'm sure he will, especially after this win. But now, without a doubt, let's get into the category that everyone's been talking about, the Best Picture slip-up by Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway. Yes, it happened. Yes, it was confusing. And yes, La La Land to some people maybe should have won. But honestly, I think that Moonlight was the way better of a film than, La La Land. Not saying that it was terrible by any means, but, I'm glad I was wrong in that category, to tell you the truth. Because Moonlight, it is a revolutionary film. It is something that, is rare to see in theaters these days. And I don't care if it gets called, like, the social justice film of the year, or, like, the most liberal film of the year. I don't care about the politics at all. I just care about great filmmaking that should be in an art museum. That's better than really anything you see in modern art. I mean, Barry Jenkins created a modern masterpiece. Now, my original review for Moonlight, I'm touching a bit more about this movie. I gave it a 9.5, but then I saw it a second time, and if I had to give it a second score, I'd give it a 10 out of 10, because, yeah, I can talk about Moonlight all day, people, honestly. So for Best Director, really, Damien Chazelle won it. He may have been the youngest guy. He's the youngest one to ever win, and it should have gone to pretty much anyone else but him. I mean, if he was going to win Best Director, should have been for Whiplash. Whatever, they gave it to Iñárritu anyway. He did an amazing job in 2014. And for, when it comes to animation, Zootopia won it. Should have gone to Kubo. So yeah, that's my brief recap of the 89th Annual Academy Awards. Again, not much really happened except, the Best Picture fiasco. I mean, hey, I'm glad Moonlight won that award. Let's hope that it really doesn't happen again next year. And just to add on one more note, I'm glad the Academy decided to choose a movie that speaks about art and that represents, really the best critical consensus of the year over a film that just pretty much glorifies Hollywood even more. So yeah, Moonlight, I'm very glad. I'm just speechless when it won, because I honestly didn't think Moonlight was gonna win. So people, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Till again, this is White Rice signing off, and have a good one. Bye.